So my buddy here asks me, he clearly wants to, start going gym, working on himself, improving his body. Says, how do I overcome my lack of confidence in the gym? Especially when everyone is doing big weights and I'm the skinny guy who can just about lift the bar. I get the sense that everyone is looking at me and I end up feeling stupid. What do I do? Good question, my friend. I'm going to take a poetic response to your question, my friend. I'd like to introduce to you a concept called the triune brain, brought forth by the American neurologist Paul D. MacLean in around the 1960s. This concept brings forth the idea that we have 3 brains. Now, these 3 brains work independently as well as interdependently. Picture an orchestra. Each instrument plays separately, but they all come together to produce one harmonic symphony. 3 brains, 3 functions, they all work independently, but as well as one unit. First, at the core, we have the reptilian brain. Now, this is by far the most ancient system of the whole bunch. Its primary concern is survival. It's instinctual, autonomous, direct. Basically, it's responsible for all the processes that take place in our body. Think digestion, temperature regulation, us breathing, a woman making a baby. And it does all of these things without having to think about it. It's autonomous. So when it comes to this system, I want you to think of it as the balls. It takes balls to do something, to act. When someone says, grow some balls, they mean act. Go out and just do it. Next, above the reptilian complex, we have the limbic brain. Now, the limbic brain seeks survival through social bonds, friendships, relationships, the ability to seek or give love and care. This brain is all about emotions and expression. Think of this brain as the heart. The heart feels. When people say, look into your heart, they mean get in touch with your emotions. So we've got the reptilian brain, the limbic brain, and the top layer is the neocortex, or the human brain, the most recent evolutionary adaptation of the bunch. It's what sets us apart from the rest of the animal kingdom. The ability to formulate conscious thought. This brain seeks survival through logic and understanding. It allows us to solve algebraic equations, write songs, learn language, create, and invent. Think of it as the head. When someone says, use your head, they mean to think. So now we have this triad, the head, the heart, the balls, the one that thinks, the one that feels, the one that does. Now, it's my belief that in today's world, we are socialized to mostly use the head. As a child, we're the most impressionable, but we spend these years going to school where they teach us to sit down and use your head. It's all think, solve, and calculate. And even any attempt at channeling or using your heart or your balls can be seen as misconduct or being out of line. And this conditioning can be disadvantageous in many situations, especially like this one. You're in the gym. You should be free of thought. This is your chance to interact with the body, everything down here. It's your chance to raise your blood pressure, exert energy, breathe deeply. But instead, my friend, you are stuck. You are stuck up here in the head, thinking and overthinking. See, this is why I didn't even want to give you many tips, because it's just more things for you to start thinking about. I want you to get away from this. Remember when I told you it's like an orchestra and it works together. But if you lead with the head, you start to have these thoughts, I'm skinny, I'm weak. These thoughts then go down to your heart and you produce emotions as a response. You start to feel fear, anxiety, stress, and these emotions will then trickle down into your balls and cause paralysis. They will prevent you from acting. So My friend, I invite you to lead with the balls and lead with the heart, expression and action, and let the head follow. Let the head follow, not the other way around. In this situation, do not lead with the mind, my friend, because it's leading you astray. So, like I said, once again, trust the balls, trust the heart. Perspective, see, this is an interesting one, because if you tilt forward, you can bring the illusion of your shoulders